Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another Walking Dead characters video. This time we are looking at 3 randos from Alexandria who were killed by the wolves. Yeah, we got more of these. Those 3 are of course Dan, O'Hara and Dinesh. Let's get to it. Dan is of course male, he is played by John Ross, he is late 30s and first appears in JSS. O'Hara is male, he is played by no one, he is a prop. He is early 30s and first appears in JSS. And finally, Dinesh is of course male. He is played by Cal Johnson. He is early 40s and first appears in, you'll never guess, JSS. Nothing is known about their lives before the outbreak, but after it began, they each found and joined Alexandria at some point. Likely each of them getting a job and living somewhat normally. None of them wanted to be a part of Rick's herd diversion mission though, and they instead decided to stay back at their home of Alexandria. And then the wolves attack. In season 6, Dan is in the streets of Alexandria. He'd likely only just left his home. Maybe he was going to get something. But then this wolf begins to chase after him with a knife. Dan rushes to his home. He jumps up onto his porch. Panicked but determined. He tries to slam the door on the wolf, but he's unable to as the wolf barges his way in, pushes Dan to the floor, and does this to Dan. Stabbed to death by the evil wolf. Damn. Meanwhile, Dinesh was minding his business when this bold wolf grabbed him, hurt him, chained him up, right, with the purpose to have him fight against walkers to see how tough he is. And he's being dragged away by his captive, likely to show Nick or Owen what a good catch he's got. After this, we get the debut of O'Hara, who was on the street when the big bearded wolf decided to put him on the floor and does this to O'Hara. Or he might already be dead at this point, but here's a clip. Hacked to death by the big bearded wolf, damn. And then later on, either because retreat was necessary or Dinesh was just not deemed good enough to be in the walker pits for the wolves, Dinesh sadly was killed by likely his wolf captive. He appears to have been stabbed or his throat slit, and he was left to bleed to death on a porch. Maybe it was his porch. We do see O'Hara again later, where that crazy bearded wolf is still hacking away at him. Wild. Poor O'Hara. Leave him alone. Their bodies are then collected by Tobin and Bruce, and they are buried within Alexandria. Their names are also placed on the memorial wall. R.I.P. Dan, O'Hara, and Dinesh. You will be missed. Every fan remembers your names. Don't worry. Such deep characters. But honestly, would anyone actually be interested in me doing like a fanfiction for like a rando like Dinesh? I'd give him, I'd make him have depth and stuff, and we get to know about his life and how he ended up how he did. I'm not kidding. I'd actually do this. Anyway, these 3 were just bodies to show how bad and psychotic those damn wolves were. Not much more to say about them. Now, we'd normally do a wheel here, but we've had a request, okay? Someone in particular, a little-known user called Red Lemon Cola, decided to super chat on the David and Alyssa video a few episodes back. And obviously, I record these videos ahead of time, so I'm able to keep on top of them. So I'm deciding to interject the request in next episodes. And that was Enid's tortoise. Tortoise. The turtle that's not a turtle. So that's what we're looking at next week. Now, this isn't going to become a regular thing. I don't know if I want it to become a regular thing. If people super chat like $1.99 or $2.99, maybe I'll up it to $2.99. I feel that's more reasonable. But then again, I don't know. I can't promise that because I can't. I was able to interject it this time because it made sense, but I won't be able to do it until after episode 400. So please know, if you do super chat for a request in the future, those episodes will not happen until episode 400, and maybe I'll give you like a link that you can watch, so you can watch it early. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Yeah, we'll do that. So it's $2.99. You got to give me at least a fortnight to make it, and it's got to be a character I haven't covered yet, and it's got to be a character that's dead or unknown to the point that they're probably dead. And then you'll get a link, an unlisted link to it, but then it won't be public until we reach that episode. I think that's how we'll do it. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.